imagine traveling with that many kids.
All the kids look alike.
Yeah. Must be related, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome back to Grandparents React. I'm Wanda.
And I'm Ricky.
And we're glad that you've joined us as we once again on this journey of exploring music and lifestyle videos from all around the world.
Yeah.
Having a great time doing that. I'm scrolling a list right now of the different countries we've already reacted to. And tonight we're going to be reacting to the a video from the channel Countryside Acres, and we've reacted to one of their videos before. They're a family with 9 children that moved from Canada to Russia, and all the adventures that they have. And this, it really was. And the name of this one is Welcome to Russia, and they recorded this one in January of 2024, so a little over a year ago. So looking forward to that. Stick around to the end of our video. I want to give a shout out to all the folks that recommended this particular video, or recommended that we do another video by this family. And you know, it's really been interesting, some of the feedback that we've gotten from people, both negative and positive, about this family or about their videos, but mostly just the Russian people just seem to absolutely love them. And they seem like really genuine, good people. So looking forward to this. If you all like our reaction tonight, be sure and give us a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel and share this video. It'll be fantastic. All right, you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
All right, great news. A little story to share. About 4 years ago, I ran into a guy, not physically, don't worry, nobody was hurt. He was fixing our coal stove, and he did not speak very good English at all. And we kind of gathered, we had a lot in common, and I gathered from a photo of his that I saw that his wife had a covering on. And so I was very interested in this. In any case, we're now 4 years later. He's connected me with, so similar faith background is the point of this. He's connected me with a minister of their federation in Russia about a year ago, I believe it is. And that gentleman has now connected me with some church people in the area where we're planning to move to. And those people have now helped us find accommodations. So I just love how God works. I didn't know why I met that gentleman per se, but through that, God was already lining things up for us. We were already just slightly interested in Russia at that point, not a lot. You know, there was just things that we were interested in. But progression of time, we've come through there now. I've just got word from them. They have secured us a place to temporarily stay, and they will register us there. And that has been our issue. We cannot find accommodations large enough for the whole family, and that would register us. You have to be registered there at an address within 7 days of arrival. And so I literally just got word of that. We will be registered. They have a place for us, and then they will help us with the rest of you know, the paperwork and everything else that we're going to need at that point. So awesome news. Very good.
Here we are, all numbed up. Oh, look, I can smile again. So it's evening, and like typical Georgian fashion, everything's done in the evening. We just leaving the dentist's office. I had a tooth that in Canada I tried to get fixed before we left, and I called a couple dentists, and they told me that I could not get in for 3 months. So in that 3 months time, that tooth has decayed to the point of almost having to get a root canal. So I finally found a dentist here, and it was kind enough to drill it out and put a filling in, and hopefully that'll fix the issue. So that's what we are doing this evening. And it's beautiful. Look at the beautiful lights.
Yeah, so earlier today, there was a whole bunch of township workers in little green uniforms with garbage bins and these little Georgian brooms and rakes cleaning this all up. We drove by here today, so it really looks nice now. It's all freshly raked. do a lot of work here by hand. They used black garbage bags, filled them all up full of these leaves.
Not sure if everybody can hear you, but
Maybe not. I'm trying to talk louder. But anyway, they got it all nice and cleaned up here, and now we're walking through. It's beautiful.
yes, I wish they would do something about their graffiti, and then this city would be really, really nice looking. If they just got somebody to paint up that graffiti and get rid of it, then I think a lot more people would probably come here.
Probably. It's 8:30 at night. You literally just got out of the dentist office.
I know, it's weird.
It seems kind of late.
Yeah, but I got what looks like a nice tooth, and they didn't have to do a root canal, so hopefully that fixes the issue.
All right, we are, 30 hours roughly before we need to head for the airport. Yesterday, Nisa and I were out on the town riding the subway for a bit, and I heard a few people coughing and sneezing. I am now starting to feel my throat. It's starting to not feel right, and it feels like it's working its way into my lungs. And Nisa was just sneezing as well. So it's not good timing. I figured we'd probably get sick once we got there, because it's just going to be a whole new set of germs and bugs and things that we're not used to. Plus the big time weather difference is 30-degree difference in temperature. But I was hoping to not have it just yet. So we may already be sneezing and coughing and everything else before we get there, just getting on the plane. So super excited. We just had some friends over here. So another large family we know with 9 children. It's a Mennonite family that we initially did some dealings with when we first got here. They helped us find, they were going to try to help us find lodging as well. So anyway, they were just over here visiting for the day. Our children played nicely together. And also the missionary couple, they just stopped by.
Pause up for a minute. You know, when they first moved to Georgia and lived there for a while, and then they're about to move to Russia. So
they bring us some food to eat, so that was good as well. Just a nice afternoon of fellowship. So get some last minute stuff to do. We'll go to bed early today. We got a bunch of packing to do tomorrow yet. Kind of organize the last suitcases, and I think then we are ready to go. The plan is tomorrow night around 11 o'clock, 11:30, we'll start hauling luggage over to the airport, and us at 12 o'clock. I would prefer to do it all at once. Missionary feller, I think he's got one guy coming to help him or something. I don't know. He figures if we start at 11 o'clock it would be better. I'm not sure what his plan is as far as luggage, because we can't just leave it at the airport, of course. So we'll figure those logistics out tomorrow, and go from there. I'm getting pretty excited to go. You getting excited?
Mm-hmm.
Aria, what are you excited about most?
I don't know. I just want to go to Russia, and I want to drive this truck in Russia.
You want to drive that truck in Russia?
When it's winter, I could probably drive it on
I
the
think it's
snow.
stuck in the snow, I think.
If it's hard, maybe.
Hard snow, yeah, you can drive on it. Yep. But you're excited to just see a new country, see a new life, new home?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Subway 2 hour board, isn't that fast?
Okay, so this is our last day in Georgia, and we had to take Wesley on this. He's having a hoop. I only planning to come out and get a few groceries or a few snacks for the plane ride. And then while we were there, Wes mentioned something about the subway, and I was like, oh yeah, you haven't been on the subway before, so here we are. Down, 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 down. So he can have a ride on the subway on the very last day.
down pretty deep.
All right, good morning, everybody. It's I think 7:30 in the morning, roughly. Today is the day we leave. We don't fly out till tomorrow morning, I guess, technically. We have all day today yet, and then around 11:30, 12 o'clock tonight, we'll start ferrying stuff over to the airport. As you can hear, my throat's not feeling any better. I got a pounding headache this morning. My neck is sore, and my throat feels like it's in my chest here. So I'll see if I can get something for that today. Anissa started coughing yesterday as well. It's like timing can't be better. It'd be nicer to feel good on our travels, but anyway, this is the way it works sometimes. Hopefully the children will at least wait until we get there before they start feeling lousy. So yeah, welcome to a new country, right? All right, we made it another couple hours this morning, starting to feel a little bit better. The cool thing here is the pharmacies, you don't need a doctor's note for a lot of stuff. I was told that with a dewormer I needed a doctor's note. I don't know why that was, because we have not needed it since then. The kids have gone and got dewormer, we have to. And then now we've just picked up amoxicillin. So I'm pretty sure that we're dealing with pneumonia here. I don't know why it's so quickly onset. I have no idea. but when I'm coughing, I can taste metal. And I Googled that last night, and that's a pretty good sign. The metal taste obviously being blood, which is a good sign of an infection in the lungs. And then spitting it out, it's kind of like a browny, greeny color that's coming out of the lungs. So in case you just went in there, picked up some amoxicillin, it'd be good for pneumonia. No issues, they're just over the counter, hand you what you need. I was just telling the kids that even back home, I can't even do that for the cows anymore. You need a veterinarian prescription just to pick up penicillin for the cattle. I used to be able to just go to the basically any farm store that sold feed or anything like that and just grab a bottle of penicillin for the cows, right? So yeah, times have changed. Very simple here, very easy. I don't know what it's going to be like in Russia, but fairly simple here at least. Pardon the mess. We're getting last minute stuff done. These are our carry-ons, trying to organize what's left. There's a few things on the shelf here. Obviously it's going to be cold over there, so we've got some gloves and hats and things here. We're still going through stuff. Stroller here. We got 2 backpacks with some more carry-on items, things that we're going to need when we get there. And then all of these suitcases are sorted out already on this side. So obviously the top ones are going to get a few last minute stuff in there yet. But, Timor sounded surprised about how much stuff we were bringing. I'm like, keep in mind that there is 10 of us coming, right? So a lot of airlines will let you take 2 big bags and 1 little bag per person. The airline that we chose to come to Georgia was only 1 big bag and 1 little bag, and then we had to pay extra for the other big bag. But it's not unheard of for people to take 3 pieces of luggage. And if you do 3 pieces of luggage for 10 people, you're at 30 bags, right? Which is essentially where we're at. We have 2 big bags per person, roughly, with 18 large bags. We actually could have more than that, is what I'm saying. And then small bags, I think we have 8 plus the 2 backpacks, so 10 small bags. And then, of course, you get the stroller, and we have the blue, what do you want to call that? I put it on my back and put Finn inside of it, that thing. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff to carry. When we get there, I'm hoping everything will run smoothly. I got 2 people most likely meeting us there, maybe more, I don't know. Somebody was joking around with me, it'd be really cool if the president of Russia was there to greet us coming off the plane. I don't think he's going to be there, but that would be kind of neat, actually. It would be a pretty cool experience. So, yeah, getting excited to go. Going to have breakfast here shortly and then get some more stuff done. We're planning on taking naps today. Not super good at taking naps in the middle of the day, but we're going to try or make an attempt. And basically just because we're going to be up all night. Around 11:30 tonight, we're going to start hauling stuff to the airport. Our flight leaves at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then goes to Azerbaijan. It's not like you're going to be sleeping. It's about an hour-long flight. And then we have to get off there. We have about an hour wait for the next flight. So again, you're not really enough time to sleep in an airport. Then it's going to be a 3-hour flight to Moscow. Might be able to close our eyes for a couple hours there. And then you got to go through customs and all that stuff on that end, and then get picked up. And then we have a 6 to 7 hour bus ride. So that's likely going to be our best place for a sleep, is that 6 to 7 hours on the bus. But all in all, not much rest. I think we're going to get to our new apartment probably sometime tomorrow evening, maybe 5 or 6 o'clock or something, I'm guessing. And then we'll definitely be ready for sleep at that point. Hello, good evening. It is now about 4.5, 5 hours before we leave from here. Quite a ways yet till our flight. I do not sound any better. My eyes are now all bloodshot too. I tried to have a nap, but I don't think that really worked. It's hard to nap in the middle of the day when you're not used to it. So I just took some more amoxicillin again and some ibuprofen, so hopefully I'll feel good here shortly. And he's just still not feeling good either. Unfortunately, that's just the way it's going to be. I guess we're going to take this with us. All right, it is pretty well go time. We've got all our suitcases loaded up and just waiting for the taxi guy yet for us. He got off work a little early, so he should be here shortly. And it's the guy we've used before for checking out that village. We've actually driven with him a couple of times. He said he'd be happy to drive us. So, but he drives bus as well. So every other day he's driving bus and then he drives taxi in between. So but anyway, he should be here shortly, and then we'll get off to the airport. I'm not feeling a whole lot better, but yeah, do what we can. And Anissa's not feeling very good either. She's trying her best. So far it's just the 2 of us.
By the time we get there, there'll be all of us.
Oh, probably. She just says by the time we get there, it'll probably be all of us that are sick. But we kind of counted on being sick once we got there, just change the scenery and stuff. But wasn't quite exactly planning on being sick already. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, we are at the airport officially. We've got a bunch of our luggage here. Wes and Waylon already brought a couple loads in, and we got another load coming. A load coming here in this van. Well, so far so good. We'll get this one unloaded, and then we will get everything checked in. All right, we've made it. We are in the airport terminal, waiting for the plane patiently. Kids are watching out the window, watching the planes, and almost right there. So that is our plane there, the first one at least. That's our first plane. At least we're on schedule. There's no real big issues. We got everything loaded, no problems. There you go. She just told me we gotta go line up, so we will do that. Don't forget to share. Okay.
Imagine traveling with that many kids.
By holding everybody up. Hectic it always is getting onto a plane with this many people and bags, try to fit it all. Of course, one of the little suitcases blew the zipper open, so I had to fix that issue. But anyway, we're on now. I still look pretty sick. I feel awful. It's an hour flight roughly, then we'll be in Baku, Azerbaijan, and then we'll have to wait there for I think an hour, hour and a half before we're taking off to Moscow. Very, very small plane, just 4 seats across, and then we're all kind of crammed in here. Should be ready to take off here shortly. Just started loading the suitcases, and we just got on here, right? What do you think so far? We're ready for a nap?
I don't know. Nah, I can tell that my belly's gonna be hurting when we take off.
Yeah.
It already feels kind of weird.
Your belly does?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, hopefully it's not too bad. All right, just about ready to take off. A new partner. What do you think, buddy? You ready to go flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids look alike.
Yeah. Must be related, huh?
Yeah. I believe this was before you want to see the first one.
Huh?
I believe this was recorded before the first one you guys.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But that was already in Russia.
I think you're right. That's cool, looking down at all the lights. I don't think she likes that way.
Yummy?
Think maybe it's egg sandwich or something?
They just announced that we're going to be landing already. It feels like we just took off. I was not expecting a meal on here either. It's kind of nice to have a little sandwich. It's a bit dry, but not too bad. Actually tastes really good.
That is
And then,
something
a little bit
they
orange
served
juice
a
to go
meal
with it.
on a 1 hour flight.
literally feels like we just took off, and they said we're going to be landing here shortly. So, what time is it? 3:40 in the morning. So I guess that makes sense because we took off around 3, and I think they said it was a 50-minute flight. So, assuming that those lights are Azerbaijan down below us. Can't really see well. We are turning. There you go. So, very good. First leg of the journey almost done. All right, we made it successfully into this building for our transfer. We're now waiting for a shuttle bus to take us to another terminal. Then I think we have to go through security again, and then we should be good. Our next flight is in 2 hours, roughly. It takes off, so we have a little bit of time, not a lot. And then 5 hours from now, roughly, we should be in Moscow. So that'll be nice. So far, everybody's holding up pretty good, except for Finley. Maybe he's a little fussy and whiny. Are you fussing too? Yeah? No, you're doing pretty good. This is the one thing we always have to go through, is this big stack of passports. Joys of having a big family is a lot to look after. No. Alright, we are waiting for the next one here in front of gate number 2. Didn't know if we were going to make it or not. Everything seemed to be dragging on, but we're here. And the plane's not, so I think we're good. It is cooking in here. We of course dressed with extra layers to be prepared for the cold weather in Moscow versus Tbilisi, but it's not very cold in here. It's very hot, so I have way too many layers on right now. Cooking. All of us are pretty warm, but yeah, looks like we're gonna make it. All right, we're aboard the last flight. Are we ready to be done yet? It's so deep. Yeah, it's so deep.
We're 6.
Yeah, I'm very sick. You can hear her by the frogs in our throat. The other kids are starting to get her now too. So, see, it's what it is, I guess. But this plane's a little bigger. We got 3 seats on each side, so an extra 2 seats per row, and it's a wee bit longer. Go back a little farther, maybe. Not much longer. Basically the same thing. So we'll sit tight here for 3.5 hours or so. And there's actually a time change in there, so on the clock it'll look like 2 hours, but it's actually. Or it looked like 2.5 hours, but it's actually 3.5. And then, yeah, should be there.
Sun's coming up on the horizon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. Crashed out.
Just had a delicious breakfast: sausage, potatoes, bun, coffee, juice, water, yogurt, cheese. I think that's it. Very good. Getting closer. Can't see out there real well, but it's all snowy. Definitely a different scenery than we left in Tbilisi. But it'll be nice. We'll enjoy that. Yeah, pretty hard to tell. I'm too far from the window. Anyway, definitely snowy. We're going to be landing in another, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And then we'll have our feet on Russian soil for the first time.
Always cool to look down at the buildings and cars, cities.
Hush.
I don't guess they're gonna show us landing.
What do you say?
I don't guess they're gonna show it landing.
No, and you know, even though this is pretty cool to see their journey, and this is what this is all about, I was really looking forward to seeing some of the sights and sounds and everything of Russia.
Yeah.
So, but this was one of their earlier videos. It was a little bit earlier than the last one we watched, so we didn't watch that in the right order. But we will definitely be looking forward to seeing some more of their videos and their journey and adventures there in Russia and moving to Russia. But yeah, them talking about being sick and everything, I would have been concerned if, you know, going into a new country, you arrive sick, if they would have a problem with that. You know? But they didn't seem to be too concerned about that. I've also heard about people with cold and upper respiratory issues on an airplane that really bothering their ears, you know. But they seem to do all right. Those kids are seeming so well behaved.
Yeah.
You can imagine putting a squalling couple of kids, a baby and a toddler, and that's really cool though that they had this adventure. Now we watched one other their videos, their Countryside Acres, and we've had a lot of feedback from people in Russia that really seem to love them, and we even had some people talk about that they're neighbors of this family, and they've actually helped them out with things, and a lot of Russian people have helped them out with things. And since then they've moved to a farm, built a house, and all sorts of things. So looking forward to seeing some more of their videos.
Yep.
If you all have any suggestions for any of their videos that you'd like for us to react to, put it in the comments below. Or if there's any other videos that you'd like for us to react to, just put that in the comments below. We keep a list and do as many as we can. And while you're there, we'd love it if you tell us where you're watching from.
Yeah, because we keep a list of people, the countries from all over the world.
Right. When somebody says in their comment that they're watching from this place or that place, I make sure and add it to my list of places if I don't already have it on there. And it's too long to scroll right here, but if you stick right into this video, and after video will play, at the beginning of that, I'll scroll that list as of today, all the different places that we have heard from people. We just get a kick out of that. I don't think I'll have to do any kind of special edits to this video, like we sometimes have to do, like with music videos and such. A lot of times we have to do special edits to make sure we're not infringing on any copyright restrictions.
Right.
But our full reaction video will go up right away on our Patreon account, and that's at patreon.com/grandparentsreact. And for the folks who choose to support us by becoming a patron, which you can do for as little as the equivalent of $1 US a month, they get to see all of our videos right away without any of those special edits. And I've been scrolling a list of the few patrons that we already have. We really appreciate that support. And what else I want to say? If you liked our reaction tonight, be sure and give us a thumbs up, because that helps promote this particular video. And if it doesn't already, subscribe to our channel.
It's free.
It is free. And it really helps our channel.
Yeah.
And share this video on social media. It would be really cool.
Yep. Notification bell.
Yep.
That way they'll get all our videos.
Right. I'm scrolling a list right now of the folks who suggest that we react to more of Countryside Acres. Thank you so much for that suggestion.
Yeah.
Scrolling their names on the list on the screen now, and just really wanted to give them a shout out and thank you. And I think that's about it.
I believe you covered it.
Want to make sure you all know that Jesus loves you.
And we love you too.
We do. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
You're still here? It's over.
Are y'all still here?
Thanks, everybody, for sticking around. since you did, let's talk some more about what's going on with Grandparents React.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling a list now of all the different countries and cities and states and places that people have gone into our comments and given us a shout out. And we really love our viewers. We really appreciate you guys. You guys have introduced us to so much new music, and we're just having a great time with that.
Yep.
And yeah, if you'll go into our comments and tell us where you're from, that'd be cool. But just to chat with us on the comments, we get a kick out of that. We read every comment and try to respond to all of them and keep a list of all the recommendations people give us. Really having a good time with that. As we said earlier in the video, sometimes we have to do special video edits. When we first started our channel, there were times that we would stop the music, but we just really, the music's the important part.
Yeah.
And so now we just let the music roll. And sometimes people go in the comments and say, but if you'll stop it real often, then they'll let you monetize it. It'll get past the restrictions on the copyrights. But we're just not going to do that. There's a lot of our videos on our channels that we'll never make a penny off of because of the fact that we don't do that.
Yeah.
We just like to let that music roll, and we really appreciate the extra support that sometimes people will do. Sometimes people will become a member of our Patreon.
Yeah.
They become a patron, and that's at patreon.com/grandparentsreact. And those folks get to see all of our videos, full videos without all the extra edits. And sometimes there are some exclusives that are on Patreon that aren't on YouTube. So if you ever decide to become a patron, that's at patreon.com/grandparentsreact. And that's one way that you can give us the extra support, since we don't, most of our videos we don't make any money off of. And there's also that super thanks button.
Yeah.
That's a way that for anybody that has a YouTube channel, whether it's the group themselves or an artist or a YouTuber or a YouTube channel like ours, if you see that heart-shaped super thanks button, that means you can click on that and give them a one-time gift, like a tip that you can give, and it can be a very small amount.
Say thank you.
To say thank you for doing that video, and that also helps our channel.
Yeah.
And we also just recently started a CashApp if somebody wanted to send us money directly to help build up our channel. And I'm scrolling on the screen now our CashApp account name, and I think it's $Grandparents React. And I'll also put that in the description of this video, so you can find it there. But and also, if you don't have a Cash App and you're thinking about setting one up, if you'll use our link, our coupon code, you can get $5 free from Cash App. Doesn't cost us anything. It's just something Cash App does to say thank you for joining up. So there's that in our description as well. And our address is there as well, a mailing address if you wanted to send us something. So there's different ways you can support our channel, but just coming and watching and subscribing and sharing videos, all those things are free, and that really helps us out a lot. We really appreciate you all for doing that. And I think that's all.
I believe you covered it.
Thank you all for sticking around and chatting with us a little bit longer.
We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Grandparents React. Let me start again. I'm Grandparents.
I'm a parent.
All right. Try it again. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Grandparents React. I'm Wanda.
And I'm Ricky.
What are you doing?
I'm still hung on that.
All right. Let's try again.